Once again, the name is John Cromer, Allies DJ Valentine exclusive. I love you, but Jesus love you the best.
Our attention has been drawn to the way of complaining by our professionals, instructors from the colleges in Nigeria about disparity in salary. The salary of those at the University of Liberia academically from Lofa and received qualification. Why is it that
Your friend did me say I hit up my friend of mine. I like his name.
the essence of going to school is to have improvement in your life. Whether it shows going very late to teach, find a requisite qualification, it's a choice, but the salary to be in a way that the people will be dignified. And as I speak to you, they are playing demonstration.
Montserrat, Grand Plaza, Grand Cape Mount, Nimba to the seashore of Maryland and Lofa. We covered almost the entire country. 91.9 FM, stay tuned.
I think I got you more job than yes. Small, you probably better run around with it and get it.
I will not sit until such a thing are poor. They will make a retroactive decision for institution that cloth with authority to make decisions in terms of budgetary appropriation to mitigate this process so that there will be an understanding. Consistent with Article 18 of the 1986 Constitution, of the Senate, distinguished senators, Mr. President of the Senate, distinguished colleagues, let me extend my thanks and appreciation to you all, especially for accepting this communication on the agenda. Our attention has been drawn to the wave of complaint by our professionals, instructors from the colleges in Liberia about disparity in salary. The salary of those at the University of Liberia and with that of those hypothetically from Lofa have the same qualification. Why it is true that they are in Lofa, but the salary of those in Monrovia is higher than them. And we believe that we need to do something about it to avoid discouraging people from learning. The essence of people going to school is to have improvement in your lives. Whether you chose to go in Maryland to teach, the fact that you got a requisite qualification is a choice, but the salary should be in a way that the people will be dignified. And as I speak to you, Mr. Presiding, there are plain demonstration by the teachers at the very colleges in the county to drop chalk down. And when that happened, it had an adverse effect and misinterpretation on the government. And we, the people, deputies that have come to represent them, we will not sit until such a thing happens that we'll make a retroactive decision, but we will be proactive. It is predicated upon this that we tell the wise, the Senate, which happened to be one of the authorized institutions that cloth with authority to make decisions in terms of budgetary appropriation to mitigate this process so that there will be an understanding. Consistent with Article 18 of the 1986 Constitution, it provides that there should be equal work for equal pay. So if you are a BSc holder and you are making $500 and another BSc holder is making $1,500, I think there is disparity. We need to step into it to harmonize it to avoid future embarrassment. Distinguished police and Mr. Pisani, thank you very much. Let God bless Nigeria. Distinguished police, let me extend my thanks and appreciation to you all, especially for accepting this communication on the agenda. Our attention has been drawn to the wave of complaint by our professionals, instructors from the colleges in Liberia about disparity in salary. The salary of those at the University of Liberia and with that of those hypothetically from LOFA have the same qualification. Why it is true that they are in LOFA, but the salary of those in Monrovia is higher than them. And we believe that we need to do something about it to avoid discouraging people from learning. The essence of people going to school is to have improvement in their lives. Whether you chose to go in Maryland to teach, the fact that you got a requisite qualification is a choice, but the salary should be in a way that the people will be dignified. And as I speak to you, Mr. Pisani, there are plain demonstration by the teachers at the very colleges in the country to drop chalk down. And when that happened, it had an adverse effect and misinterpretation on the government. And we, the people, deputy, until such a thing happen, then we'll make a retroactive decision, but we will be proactive. It is predicated upon this that we told the wise, the Senate, which happened to be one of the authorized institutions that cloth with the authority to make decisions in terms of budgetary appropriation to mitigate this process so that there will be an understanding. Consistent with Article 18 of the 1986 Constitution, it provides that there should be equal work for equal pay. So if you are a BSc holder and you are making $500 and another BSc holder is making $1,500, I think there is disparity. We need to step into it to harmonize it to avoid future embarrassment. Let me extend my thanks and appreciation to you all, especially for accepting this communication on the agenda. From the colleges in Liberia about disparity in salary. The salary of those at the University of Liberia and with that of those hypothetically from LOFA have the same qualification. Why it is true that they are in LOFA, but the salary of those in Monrovia is higher than them. And we believe that we need to do something about it to avoid discouraging people from learning. The essence of people going to school is to have improvement in their lives. Whether you chose to go in Maryland to teach, the fact that you got a requisite qualification is a choice, but the salary should be in a way that the people will be dignified. And as I speak to you, Mr. Pisani, there are plain demonstration by the teachers at the very colleges in the country to drop chalk down. And when that happened, it had an adverse effect and misinterpretation on the government. And we, the people, deputies that have come to represent them, we will not sit until such a thing happens, we'll make a retroactive decision, but we will be proactive. It is predicated upon this, that we told the wives, the Senate, which happened to be one of the authorized institutions that cloth with the authority to make decisions in terms of budgetary appropriation, to mitigate this process so that there will be an understanding. Consistent with Article 18 of the 1986 Constitution, it provides that there should be equal work for equal pay. So if you are a BSc holder and you are making $500 and another BSc holder is making $1,500, I think there is disparity. We need to step into it to harmonize it to avoid future embarrassment. Distinguished police and Mr. Pisani, thank you very much. God bless Nigeria.
When I put it in the New Talk intern, Mr. President, the Senate, distinguished police, especially us from the rescue government. Our people say we move. No, that's not 1 minute. Our people say we need. I beg you, Senator Moïse. I want to land on something here. Yes, Senator. More than 20,000 jobs in the private sector in the labor market that work the men was selling for that job, for those jobs, and depriving our people. We cannot be here under the regime and allow it to happen. We should not allow it to happen. In 2019, 2018, the former government paid the road. They go for military road. First time in the history of this country. In 2019, there was a by-election that contested in. The people in go for military walk on that road to go vote for me. They didn't vote for the government candidate because they didn't have job. We must be intentional and deliberate about providing job for our people so we can think that they listen or the president. They empower them. I submit. The New Talk intern, Mr. President, the Senate, distinguished colleagues, especially us from the rescue government. Our people say we move. Say what? Mom, you 1 minute. No, that's for 1 minute. The New Talk intern, Mr. President, the Senate, distinguished colleagues, especially us from the rescue government. Our people say we move. Our people say we mean. I beg you, Senator Moïse. I want to land on something here.
Mr. President of the Senate, Honorable Steady, and then all other county, taking away the rights of our people to farm, mineral deposit within the areas of farm. So we want to again applaud the leadership of the Senate for giving us the overwhelming support in taking up the issues of concessionaires within the county, and we hope that this session will conclude on some of the issues concerning the smooth operations and the compliance of companies operating in Nimba. Let me report that the Nimba Legislative Caucus also have been meeting on some of these issues. And we want to assure you people that our approach and advocacy for our people stems from the background whereby we don't want unrest at concession areas. Too long our people have been left alone to either find a voice for themselves. And when they do so, sometimes they resort to protest and demonstration. So we want to avoid that so that we can have investor confidence accountable to do the needful for the people who are in the affected areas and the rest of the country. And we'll continue to stand firm on those issues, and whatever way in which we can solicit the Senate to stand by us, we will do so. Let me say, on the national front, as the senator of the rescue government, that we want to applaud the executive branch of government, Mr. Vice President. I think our sincere gratitude to the presidency, to the people of Nimba, And even though there are infrastructure development ongoing in the county, at least for once, the bread and butter issues have been looked at. Even though there are people who feel that even though there are good things happening in terms of road infrastructure and other bigger things, but the bread and butter issue has not been addressed, which is false. And say on behalf of my people, we need more to be done. We are not where we want to be. However, we know that years ago. We know fully well that petroleum price is lower than what it was a couple of years ago, and its availability. We are aware that the roads that are leading to farms and markets have brought down transportation, and that is bread and butter issue. Take this to the president that the people of Limba need more, but we applaud the steps that have been taken to address some of the issues that have been confronting our county and our country. We want to say here so that all of the people voting for Ezenge Ashu. With that said, distinguished police, thank you for the time. It's a desire. That petroleum price, the president that the people of Limba need more.
Their children go the best of all schools, they don't have time. So now when you on the street, they're begging, they think they get to say, oh, our children, my parents, they say, they're waiting for me to come. After I carry, they go eat.
So you say your father is blind, your mother is also blind?
No.
Wow. What she do?
My mother not doing nothing for living.
She's not doing
Because no money. My father working at the University of Liberia. Since he was sick at George side, they not get time for him.
But have you guys tried to reach to the University of Liberia?
We reached there when the man go there, they can say nothing. The woman, like over the payroll now, she said she was coming place the money back on the payroll. And then the man was expecting a pay the 10th of this month. No paying, no message came to him because they work with the Echo Bank. Message supposed to come, but no message.
Now you are here. What do you want the president to do now? As your position is getting worse.
I want for the president to intervene in my case and also in my father's case because it's difficult. My father was my back, my front, I don't even know. He was my everything, and now he is done. I don't even know what to do. Sometimes I sleep with hunger because if I don't go on the street to bed, I will not get food for my family to eat. You don't get at me. Why I sort of be saying that NCP blowing me, but I don't need a hassle yet.
But I wouldn't want better.
So since you got out here this morning, the president just arrived. He stopped to talk to you?
For what? No.
Yes.
What is the information?
The information, well, we came to the president to look at our situation because we are suffering in this country. Because we lack of leadership. To tell you why, the people, they are appointees. Let me say it this way. Okay, the people they appoint, our leader, and they're not helping us. So, for me, I beg our father, I beg our grandpa, I beg our grandfather. Let me say it like that because I'm very angry. At first, I don't want to say anything right now, but we want for Cindy to go. Because Cindy is not working in our favor, you're working in terms of what? In terms of a phrase, when me say you're not working with the visually impaired, but you're working with the disabled.
Yes.
I think what I'm saying.
And I want to say that part.
Okay, he is working with the visually impaired, but he's not working, he doesn't say he's working with the physical challenge with the people, but he is not working with the person with visually impairment. So we are appealing to President Bouaké. We don't need Samuel Dean today, we don't need him tomorrow. Because so the $2,000 the president wife gave, what Samuel Dean do? Yes, we have more coin on him. We have more coin on him.
So you were talking about safety to come down, the president should change it or you...
Yes, because he is not working in terms of...
Tell us your
yes.
70 men.
President wife gave, what Samuel Dean do?
2,000 ID. Speed of major happenings in Liberia, Africa, and the rest of our one world. On the agenda, because it involved the majority, even by the Almighty God, By His grace and mercy upon us, we are here today. I'm here today with T. Nicholas Barclay from the production department. And today, making this edition a spectacular one on today. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, Liberians, those across the world. We are live on Cool Channel, and we're also live on www.knewsonline.com from across the world, and 91.9 from Liberia. And today is the 23rd, and the year still started. 2025 to the 23rd, on 2025 to precise. On October 23rd, 1911, Liberia were in the midst of its general elections, with the results of the presidential elections and a victory for Daniel Edward Howard, not yet known, but it will be reinaugurated in 1912. The United States were also working with Liberia on the financial matters with the PR and the financial representatives to help arrange a proposed loan to the government, though the final results of his efforts were still pending. 1911 elections, the presidential elections took place in 1911, resulting in a victory for Daniel E. Howard of the Truing Party on today. Today, October 23rd, 1947, Liberia was involved in the international affairs through the Truing Party's support for the United Nations, the partition plan for the Protestants. However, more significant historical events for Liberia occurred within the same year, with President William V. Tubman's unification policy in 1947, which formally integrated the indigenous tribes and granted full political legal rights. And today, October 23rd, 1999, Liberia was already grappling with the beginning of its the second civil war, which had started in September when the rebel group Liberians United for Reconciliation and Democracy invaded from Guinea. This invasion marked a significant escalation from the previous year's peace efforts and was partly a consequence of President Charles Taylor's increasing international isolation due to the alleged human rights abuses and his support for rebels in neighboring Syria. Today, October 23rd, 2011, Liberia was in the midst of its presidential election cycle following the first rounds of voting out on October 11 for work on women's rights and for peace building in the country. The period was critical for the post-war recovery, with elections seeing where the children who benefited from the normal day to answer questions to us. Let me say something here. I have 3 points, and I hope that we can digest this issue upon. My major issue going to be with what we are getting on that the president has put forth all ideas before the lawmakers. Go hearing former lawmakers now are saying that there were mucous concessions signed when this president was the vice president, and some of his colleagues, former colleagues, right? He's no longer part of that. Some of those who were with him and now he left them, they are still there, are there. So we are also hoping that they can right the wrong, other than saying that Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn sat there and there were mucous concessions signed upon. I hope that they are listening and following this. But before I reach to that point, let me say thanks to one of Liberia Best, the chairpersons of the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. Let me say thanks to her for several good moves upon, Councillor Alexandra Krumanzo, one of Liberia Best, have been doing extremely well upon the keeping of the stats, especially where Liberia will be saving a lot of money, and after investigative reports or findings, they are able to save Liberia money. If not, Liberia would have lost upon. Let me say thanks to the councillor there at this place. this is time that Liberians get serious. This hanky-panky, bootlicking or reneging spirit of party leaders, we hope that it will end, and those that are into leadership position today can see the need to right the wrong. Because it is actually disheartening, frustrating, and mind-blowing, breaking of spirit to hear that Liberia will continue to waddle in this continual, perpetual corruption issues, where accountability has stooped very low with individuals. You know, it's important. And I also want to remind the councillor that during the NICA press briefing in June this year, she informed Liberians that there were several high-profile cases that was upon. You were aware the NOCA, the LTC, the LTA, the National Road Fund, but I'm not hearing her. I'm hearing state enterprises, but I'm not hearing her talking about Road Fund again. Because the LSCC was able to identify the major corruption issue that existed during that period. But Liberians are still asking, why? And you remember that there are Liberians who were getting a livelihood from that end, were employed, but then when the issue came about, there was some hold up on issues. So at the end result, those who had to wait because there were serious investigations that were going on. You know, there was serious investigation going on, and the head of the road fund was held in serious issues. We are still asking what's going on, because there was the issue of alleged procurement fraud, financial impropriety, asset corruption involving officials of the National Road Fund. That was in the tune of 1 million plus. And we only hear LTA, we only hear NOCA, we only hear HRC, the Ministry of Post has gone silent for some while now. And Liberians are still asking, even the level at the issue at the House of Representatives, there were some issues there also. So Liberians are asking, in the LSCC findings, of which it was alleged that the manager, the head of the National Road Fund, that Josita Nouvelle Wento was involved with financial malpractice, theft, and other acts of corruption in the tune of $571,900 $900. So we are still asking this, why is it that the LSCC, after mentioning other issues that will save government money, but this has not been mentioned, not been looked at? You know, and remember when she appeared before Mika at the time, she said that the councillor said that the issue was concluded, the Ministry of Justice was trying to draw the indictment upon, and we were getting reports that this was going to go till November, term of court opening before this is going to come up upon. So we're saying, hey, these are things to look at. These are all things that we tighten the screws and the bolts upon, so that the Liberian people, what interests them should be a matter. So we're saying, Councillor at the LCC, thank you and your team, doing well, like so at the GSC. P. Gaston Jackson, thank you, but there are still other questions asked upon. we hope that this matter can be, because we are gradually climaxing October and we're getting on November. So are we going to hear the National Road Fund issues? Because I'm told that recently the National Road Fund, in collaboration with the Ministry of Internal Affairs, in strengthening local government, are serious on enhancing that. Materials are going to be there across the country to enhance local government activities upon. So, but we're still asking this allegation, because this case was concluded in February. It was concluded in February. Yeah, so we're still asking what's upon that matter upon. But we say thanks to the councillor and her team there. They've been working seriously on it. Let me go to this point. I'm not spending too long. I'm going to go to the all black thing. Let me say something. We know that leaders will come to a position and say something. But I also want to draw a serious caveat to this point, that the current designated Minister of State, because he appeared before the Senate Committee on Executive for Confirmation process, I'm talking about Mr. Sequoia. This thing that we are hearing about, an historic executive mansion or process that involve the president having construction into FOIA. This thing had not been clear. But the reason I'm touching this is that the minister designated at the Ministry of State said to the folks that he had no or little knowledge about this thing, but upon his ascendance at the position to be confirmed, he would take it up as his business to investigate and will also be willing to report to the senators. This should not be some story that is in the past, that after investigating, knowing the fact, we want to hold it down because some troop will be inside. No. Liberians are all ears to know the status of that particular 10 million construction that is going on in the FOIA. Whether it's the president's personal property, because we know he had a history of taking loan. Whether he not take loan and say, let me build and dream. I know why he building dream hall, because as of the age and where he is now, he said he want to sacrifice the students in this country. But if he building dream hall, thinking that he's going to go lay down there and not sacrifice for the country, there will be questions asked. So we want to know. Like, and they just be on the surface here. The senator lawmakers, the president building a mansion or a duplexes in FOIA, or go on the press briefing a level of information, just cherry picking conversations intermittently, and Liberians are just eavesdropping those conversations. But we want to know, since you have a volunteer and say, upon the Senate say, when you be confirmed, rather, you will be able to check out this and come back. We won't know, Mr. Minister. We want to know. We want to know, because you are one of those who have been very close to this president. Looking through your history with ties with him, that's why your preferment as Minister of State was accepted. Everybody saying, yeah, you're the best person, upon like the likes of Sylvester Crispy. So we also call on you. This should not be some of the leftover hanky-panky deal or that commitment that you make. We wait 6 years past, you won't tell us what happening, and we want to look somewhere else. Please, Mr. Minister of State, please make sure that like you have promised our representatives, those are the Senate to be precise, that you look at you do your investigation and tell us, please do it. And don't let us to give you timeline. We leave it open now. So it's also in your prayer, you closer to this president. You know him for a very long time. You do a lot of work for him, and with him, you've been with him long. But that's not where we're going. But so we trust you. So we hope that you can do that. Let me say thank you. You know, this is so interesting upon the lawmakers, former lawmakers, especially one raised by Moses Akaras Gray. I said that Moses Akaras Gray is time that he shut up. Because he's talking, he's not helping this country. Because the time he was sitting at the helm of power as a representative of a district, he had a gavel of authority to critique these things. But he allowed himself to be whipped by somebody he called a little boy, who is now the current lawmaker of District 8. Then he's coming to tell us to bring Skeleton from the closet. Let him keep it. That's a crap. Please. Especially where being a lawmaker from a political party that came to power, still being a lawmaker that had a political will, serve on committee that are very close to the power that be, that would have ignited these things or ignite these processes to bring it up to fruition, and let us bring former president, that is the former vice president at the time, to book to answer question. No. And one of the most disappointing thing will be here is that when we are calling the former president, George Manuel Weah, to answer question, I know some will say, oh no, immediately former vice president, I'm not former president, immediately and all that. No. But there will be some issues, sticky issues in this country that will be tied to him, we'll call him. So that tendency of people knowing that they say, why now? We should not go back, must start now. You're keeping somewhere else. So those of you from that angle that's come to talk, blah, 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 tell Representative Gray that he shut up, because all they're talking now will not help us. The time to help us, it has passed. We are even hoping that the district lawmaker can open on court investigation so that that district can be audited. So former Representative Gray can come back and account for his scholarship and the people there of District 8, so that go on those days, people just leave power, let them go. No. Let me come to those sitting currently. We heard that the former president, that is Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, within no carting, took responsibility because her son was there. And there were several companies that came to this country here with interest. And within a twinkling of an eye, Liberians saw all of them go into the dream. We only heard that we got oil, we got oil, we got oil. How much did the oil benefit this country? Liberians are yet to know. And it's very interesting that under the watchful eyes of this president, Joseph Liman Boakai, we hear the oil business again. It's interesting. And more so, he has submitted oil due to the lawmakers. And this is just in a good spirit, that our lawmakers, it's time to do the people's work. That we don't sign agreement, we don't sign deals that will go back and say these deals doesn't benefit, it doesn't support our agenda, it will not benefit the people, so we regret why this deal had to pass. Please, go are the days we bring deal to our people. I mean, people bring deal to our people, and our lawmakers allow this deal to be signed, because you know when it comes from the executive, the tendency of having the brown envelope is obvious. So some of the lawmakers who are bobo, who are deaf and dumb, I'm not trying to stereotype anybody, but I'm just trying to describe how they are at the place there. Please forgive me for that. They are seated, now they don't talk. When I have to buy cars, they can buy it. When I have to use the duty free, they can do it. But they will never get involved in any debate. They will never prop up any bill. They will never be involved. They will never support any bill. They will never bring any laws to the people for the actions. They will just be there. Now the president has brought this thing on. It's been described as Liberia's dominant oil sector, one of which is the loan that waited upon. Imagine this president has brought eight offshore production sharing contract to our lawmakers for ratifications. And this will be the country's first major petroleum agreement in more than a decade upon. It's interesting. And Liberians are interested in this kind of process because it will benefit them. Their healthcare sector, education, agriculture will be enhanced when these deals are being cemented upon in the right way. This deal is a deal that, if signed or accepted by the lawmakers, will be between two international energy giants. We're talking about Total Energies, that is EP Liberia LLC, and Oranto Petroleum Liberia Limited. We are hearing again that these are international giants. These are international giants. We are hearing again. And each of those people will take 8. I mean, each of them is in total 8 rather, but each of them will take 4 for exploration block. Remember, it's along the Atlantic coast. And there have been several negotiations going on, and some of the processes were led by relevant institutions like the Liberia Petroleum Refinery or Regulatory Authority, like LPRA, and the government, who have been involved in this process of energy reform and investor confidence coming up. It's good hearing this thing here. And this will represent Liberia's first upstream petroleum contracts. Like I said to you in a very long while. The president wrote in his letter to the House Speaker, Richard Nangwe-Koon. I'm going to read this part. It's interesting. He said they are in full alignment with the government arrest agenda for inclusive development, which prioritizes economic revitalization, job creation, and improve social service across the country. Just from this short phrase, Liberians will start smiling. Because every time Liberia hear development, economic revitalization, job creation, improve social services, like you heard our folks there, visually impaired, was there, and they were alleging several things in their condition. So these are all things that make one happy. But my point is, the government, headed by the President Joseph Jimon Boakai, has said that they are in full alignment with the government agenda. That is his government. Because when the party won, the party, he being a leader, son of the party, winning as president, said to the Liberian people, this is my agenda. Now, he's now telling the representative of the people across this country, more than 5 million, that they are in line with his agenda that he had brought to the people. And this is how it is. My point is going to the lawmaker. We are asking them to do due diligence this time around. We don't want to hear any hanky-panky or shilly deeds, because like I said earlier on, from all indication, they have always been, their attention have been swayed from the main issues, because some of them just want bribe, they just want side. Because these kind of things will always bring cold water on it. Once it from the executive. And they should be aware that the last time the president had to veto several of their activities they sent to the president to sign of the enactment. The president said, no, there are several breaches in the line. I cannot allow this. And you know of which the District 4 lawmaker and several persons supporting the bill in proffer were also affected. The bill to establish the Peasley Community College Soul Clinic as a township, it was all a part of it. You saw that. and there were some issues that need to be corrected, was sent back. I'm told that it's in good faith. But if the president can see the need and say, no, I don't think this is now, because the president saw that, from what I'm getting, the president saw that a lot of them were for political relevance. And I hope that it won't be the case of Michael Thomas own. This is full, because let's stand with the community college of Pinsville, because I know that it will be a stepping stone for me to be re-elected. And the president saw that a lot of them were political alignment. He said, no, I don't want you to issue on me, so I'm saying no to some of these things, and he stopped them a lot. You're aware of that. Now the president is now saying to the speaker that this agreement I'm bringing to you align with my government agenda. Will our lawmakers really look carefully in this? Like you talk about inclusive development, we should prioritize economic revitalization, job creation, improving social services across the country? Or will they just be concerned about themselves? Like I'm still resounding hearing this about the colonization of corruption, because this is where it comes from. This is where it starts, from our lawmakers. You will hear them, like others have said, that they signed 68 concession agreements. Just to know that 66 of those 68 agreements had a lot of procedural errors that never benefited the people. Imagine our lawmakers passing concession agreement. 66 of those of the 68. That means only 2. We're not saying 50 of them was correct. We're saying that. We are saying 68 out of 66 out of 68. Only 2 are correct. The rest are procedural errors. How did they pass? How did they pass it? How they were able to pass those agreements? The concessions. How? Where were they? Where were their thinking ability? Where were their oversight that involved the people? That involved the geometry of the whole? Because that's the people. Where was it? Where was our representation? Now, this is not coming from them. It's coming from the president. And it's going to them. Energy, Total Energies and Oranto Petroleum, they are now coming to Liberia and Operation Oil Block. Total Energy has secured Block 06, Block 11, Block 17, and Block 29. Oranto Petroleum has voiced its interest in Block 15, Block 16, Block 22, and Block 24. 8 of our oil blocks are set to be given to those people. And imagine, this is a carving process of over 10 of thousands of square kilometers into deep water off the Liberian coast. So you know that typically what I mean is that, well, what it's telling us that even where they be operating, we can't see what our naked eye. So what if they want to put finger in your eyeball to do this bar, we will not know. Because it's beyond us. Oh, that's what I'm saying. And our lawmakers are sitting there. It is now time again. And Liberia will soon now, if these deals are good, like what the president is saying, Liberia will soon be now one of the major players in the oil sector on the globe. Imagine that. But our lawmakers, imagine, just to inform you before I take my break, that Total Energies 3 million signature bonus per block You hearing me? 3 million signature bonus per block, with 400,000 allocated to the LPRA and 2.6 million to the consolidated fund, payable within 30 days of the effective date. 1.25 million upon acquisition of new CIMAC data. 1.25 million upon approval of the first exploration well. 4 annual administrative fees, 500,000 to LPRA. This is Total Energies. 5 annual contribution, 500,000 to Energy Development Fund. You hear me? Then when it comes to Oranto, 1.25 million signature bonus per block. 400,000 to LPRA and 850,000 to the consolidated fund, payable within 120 days. You do the math. Are we going to sit again after 2-3 years? We hear that those remittance that should have been to the consolidated fund have not reached there yet, or the managing the people, the Oranto and Total Energy are managing our special account that Liberia don't have total control. Mind you, it's not far from that. It's not far from that. And our lawmakers are going to get crazy in a few days. Allow them. Because if you get 3 million signature bonus per block, and you having 4 blocks for Total Energies, just do the math. How many millions of dollars are going to go for signing? You got about 1.25 million signature bonus per block for Oranto, and 4 blocks Oranto taking. Do the math. And the president is saying that they want to balance fair commercial returns with national interest, ensuring that both the companies support local development and environmental stewardship with generating new fiscal space for government priority. Are we going to hear that those of our leaders who are going face to face with these people will just want new cars, they want new houses, they want travel, they want to change their closet, their shoes, their Mackey style, the Jeremiah Kuhn suit? Is it what we're going to be hearing? Liberia is again at another serious crossroad. Liberia is again. We are again. Our future of this country again is set to be either mortgage or given for the wealth cards that will benefit the people of this country. And I'm told that Speaker Cohen, he comes from the party, that he's saying all of that, accepting everything, and everything will be good. The legislature will treat the submission with urgency and scrutiny. The committee will scrutinize every clause to ensure that the Liberia people benefit. How many times have you not heard this? And we are holding this particular process as a careful for them, for the government, and for our legislators. Because again, we are set to trade one of the basic and very important commodity which God has blessed this country with. It will either be a blessing or a bit of curse. We hope that we will not hear people jumping through window. We hope that we will not hear that they made accident, or we will not hear that they were making love in the car, they died. We hope so. Those that are involved with this process. I think you hear that the lawmaker the senator of Boston County was saying to the colleagues, he's saying that he didn't help 4-5 person in the 6 months a year, and all the people know with me, and we're having a job out there, Cooper Crack Councilor, and he hosts or people they're selling it to the people. I know you sell a job, what are you doing with the money? You sell a work permit. While Liberians are here to do the work, excuse me, go to foreigners and all that. But this is why we are Liberia. It is another stage again. Are we going to waste another 6 years whereas the opportunity is right before us? And we'll find some unscrupulous folks when they are no longer lawmakers. It's not tells you a bogus agreement was signed. Liberia, this is where we are. The aspect of transparency, oversight, commitment to this country. The president now saying, I am convinced, but by law, by procedures, it has to come to you. This is it. And everything is spelled out inside. I know someone else can go to session and be sleeping when they're here. They don't want to not sleep because they require money. They must sign. Signature bonus fees there. Jobs, infrastructure development, social services is at stake again. Trading, one of Liberia's best. The oil blocks is up. I know some of your lawmakers will not tell you. They have not told you before. They have not even tried doing it. And now is it. This is not the first time that we are having the kind of negotiations. Exploration will be just for the beginning. Especially when one of the consultants said. But Liberia was ensured that governance reform match investors' interest. Otherwise, our resources will be a curse and will risk repeating itself in this country. And we'll find again another group of dumb-headed people that will suffer to elect will come out and tell us that we want to tell a secret. It's a careful this time around. You know, it's time that Liberia themselves become patriotic. I wish and I live to see the day that citizens of this country will carry on facing the arrest of corrupt leaders. I wish to see where citizens will say, you are not in our interest. For that reason, you should answer to us. But instead, it's the opposite. For Liberia, those who steal, those who lead into the dungeon, into poverty, they are the ones Liberians hail. They are the ones Liberia dance around. And when the most common saying around here, the munya munya, I will say, oh, it's over now. You go to churches, you hear that. You go to parties, you hear it. Don't talk about political institutions. It's no longer unique to any side. Once you hear I will say, you will know some rhetorical commentator is sitting there and he will come back and spill all of those things to people, things that he will not do to the people. It's time that the Liberian wake up. The president has now submitted this down. Imagine that. And what I'm hearing that if this thing is ratified, the contract will immediately yield over 17 million in signature bonuses. And there will be other upfront payments. Those ones are just there to help position Liberia to benefit from any commercial oil discovery in the coming years. Will it be used for the right purpose? Our lawmakers, the ability to discern, to critique, to scrutinize, to carry on their oversight responsibility, coupled with transparency and accountability, is at stake this time around. Are you going to sing munya munya over their head, or call them to both to do the right thing? This is where we are again. Liberia stands at another crossroad, either for a curse or for a benefit, of which will go a long way. Either of them will go a long way. If it's a curse, we'll go a long way with Liberia. If it's beneficiary, it will go a long way for Liberia. But it's time that Liberians begin to turn the tide. Our generation will be rescued. Let me take this break. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. You're welcome.
Introducing Marie Sanitary Pad, the ultimate solution for every woman comfort and confidence during that time of the month. With Marie, every moment becomes effortless and worry-free. Ladies, we understand the importance of feeling comfortable and secure during your period. That's why Marie Sanitary Pad are designed with your needs in mind. Our ultra-soft, breathable materials provide all-day comfort so you can move with ease and confidence. Marie pads are equipped with advanced leakage protection, keeping you dry and fresh throughout your busy day. Say goodbye to leaks and hello to peace of mind. Super soft and provide unparalleled comfort for sensitive skin.
I have tried so many brands, but nothing compares to Marie. It's like they were made just for me. I feel secure and comfortable no matter what I'm doing.
Experience the difference with Marie's sanitary pads. Available at all drugstores, pharmacies, stores, and Fuller shops. For wholesale, visit Lucky Pharmacy and Redemption Pharmacy. Call 2929 for free information. Try them today and discover what true comfort feels like. Marie, the latest choice. Introducing Marie Sanitary.
He has spent his personal money on you people, even before they go appoint.
That's what diabolical lies. He told OKFA that he have a program for us. Saying the Orange Liberia get 1.8 million. We never heard about it. Like go down and hold it for himself in God with us. Saying the you are sharing food to SKD. Saying will receive food on the 26th. Like go December people don't get the food. Who are fighting when even saying share it. But food are saying they can't get us.
How about the July?
Saying they will not able to get us food. July will not receive food. He tell us the president in the country that all the information Samuel didn't get up. So the 2,000
to you, and another opportunity stands at the door of Liberia again, and the president has submitted to them the deal. And the president said we're going to have them, but let's check it out outside Liberia on African scene. So remind you what's going on around us. We'll come back, we'll go to the line, so talk to you, but keep playing star 799 star 11 hash, star 799 star 11 hash. Just in a few minutes for now, don't doubt me, somebody will walk with 4,000 Liberia. Just keep playing, and the multiple times you play place you in the right frame of this process here, and we just call you and say, hey, you're a lucky winner here. So keep playing, double your effort, multiple entry, place your favorite in the process here. So keep playing star 799 star 11 hash. It's Entertainment by Radio Cool Cash giveaway right here. Let's check it out. And outside Liberia, first the biggest question is why Khartoum Airport reopening matters beyond Sudan. Upon, and I've seen the Khartoum Airport here, Khartoum International Airport here, why the reopening of that matters upon. And Cameroon vote results imminent as Tayo Roman insists he will win, or he won the election in Cameroon. and Simon Gbagbo rallies women for presidential bid into Abidjan. Upon things are happening around us here, we say good afternoon to you. You go there and check it out. In just about 2 hours from what I say, the tropical storm Melissa brings heavy rain to Haiti, the Dominican Republic, up on still in Africa. As an Aztec First Lady, a Taku and a safe pair of hands via the vie for power in Ivory Coast. The favor of presidential campaigning rebellions, concerns about the political landscape into the cocoa superpower up on, as where a former UK teacher being arrested on sex abuse charge into South Africa. Ian Wyatt is about 86 years old, has been accused of 65 former pupils of Edinburgh Academy and the Fettes College into the 1960 and 1970, while others are prosecuting people of committing mayhems. Liberians are asking why? I ate 6,000 calories a day. The South African rhinos who became a world strongest man up on, and Cameroon judges reject elections rigging claims as results will be announced on Monday, prolonging the uncertainty with the opposition claiming victory upon. And still in South Africa, how the outsourcing sector became South Africa known as Gromai, South Africa firms that do remote work for the Native American European businesses, they are growing strongly up on. And also Africans going out to see greener pastures still on, as 40 migrants including infants died as boats sank off Tunisia, as all the victims and those rescued were from sub-Saharan African countries, according to officials up on. And Liberia, just to match up this, a very tragic motor accident occurred on the Sokol Highway there. It's that easy, yeah, all Liberia. I'm going to say good afternoon all of you. Many thanks for joining us here. And remember, Egypt, the EU will hold the first ever summit to deepen ties on trade, security, migration upon, and into Niger. American missionaries adopted in Niger. Security worsens according to sources there upon. Let me say thanks to all of you. We now go to the line 0775-919-919, 080-919-919 are the numbers to be a part of the program here. Please speak to what we talk about. It's important. Yeah, please speak to what we talk about. Please do not go outside the box. Please speak to what we talk about. 0775-919-919, 0880-919-919. And while you also following up on, you can be playing star 799 star 11 hash star 7. And somebody will just walk away. Let somebody walk away with $4,000 before I leave the stage here today, and is at your door. Please, star 799 star 1. In the next 5 minutes, if you keep putting the entry, I will be calling somebody who will walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars. Let me talk to my first call on the line here. Okay, I never cut you off. You slip off the line, but let me take you here. Good afternoon.
Yes, welcome.
You're welcome. Fofi, go ahead.
My name is Fofi Kamara. Going from Bukoro City, connected to this class. And I've said it so. You know, my session is seriously known for this project that the president carried on to Koya. What he said, and the greenhouse. Some people say presidential palace. But you know, if we want to keep on elaborate people, or whatever way you want to proceed on elaborate people as a president or whoever is in charge of that project, if we want to do a presidential palace in a specific country because the president has to do a country for, every year, then let it be at least.
Yeah, let do it now. But if that's something where would be a personal thing, he say he want pay his dream horse, we will pay him, and even if he die, we'll put chin on the grave. On a serious note, because we can't go around, we can't be complaining the past person who built come to money around here, taking a short time he come up. We will not allow that. So we're hoping that the Minister of State can carry on his own investigation and come to Liberia and say there is a findings I got here. Yeah. Okay. Let me talk to Augustine. Augustine, good afternoon. Okay, don't hold the line, slip off. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you for being back. Sorry for you.
No, that will not anything. Just go back to the topic. We're going to have the mean your business here. Please, just go to the two talking.
Because the whole man accountable for what is doing. Because there are times when it's going to the even come back to considering those very like 20 people. So we just go about holding them, we're not holding them accountable for the action.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. This is the point of the Manager for Batu from our Education community, Majlis. Then, I want to be thanking for the seven discussion. For me, I just came sorry for other issues that I was taking where we don't have we don't have a leadership. You really think that we are showing why this session and what becomes of people who have the talent to do that. Because provided who that still not benefiting, people that they are taking who are getting beyond their that focus, you don't see them, you don't hear about the lady in session. So, like you are, for me, I just decide and we get no representative. Let us point them.
Yeah, you go ask your Sanoka is a one lawmaker, Romeo Queer. I will show you a picture tomorrow. You go in search and start sleeping.
They're always sleeping. You go there and like you guys come and say about you are like text to the class. So that is when we don't go for them. That time you wait and don't let them point them. You just want to say for how to mind our minister.
Okay, no. We are not going that stage to be appointed law because by law they should be elected. Good afternoon.
This is Augustine S. I'm important for the federal convention.
Go ahead.
Discussion. And we're discussing about law, we're doing this conference about we're bringing out the board of the discussion. So you need to talk to us because you spent 12 years when they got represent. What did you do? What was the thing that happened that the benefit did and the victim of what was in the victim? They won't be able to carry on in the place this kind of thing. When you say you're going to have long with the US student, you went there who cancel and who have nobody in Nigeria that destroy young people that I can't oppose you to the world of the government. Most of the our new job center and just forgot about the government. And be praying to God, I want to forward me move here and went in France to go get married there. And after get married, I benefit nothing. Why you benefit from that?
Okay, that was a great shut up woman here and talking things here. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you so much for your book. When you explain to today's people that very shocking. There's a lot of challenges in our country. Why we are who will be about the hours, you know, result of it. So the way you can pick up, so they can do it.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. As you said, okay, I'm probably saying the single, it was it's still back with Oliver. Okay. That you still follow in that year that this presidency is nothing about 2029. But the key to do it is the job for Liberian people. So this should go together. So that tomorrow when she says, remember people who say from still there, that they will go to work and look at it, review it, read it and digest it, include the truth. Okay. So that if who are people in this country that you want to be to every one of us, that's what we do. Okay. And it's important to follow. They should know that they can't, I think, for very now, so they can put away with the people.
Okay. You're welcome. Good afternoon.
How are you now? Good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anybody come with this question?
check it off. For my thing, I went through something. See what that Camille said. Camille is only really.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I want to ask Akara Grace. When you talk know that it means some what are the when decided to cheat, he say fast people also from most, and he never brought it up. But for social carrying, when he got to doing the whole campaign, why couldn't he speak against them then? And people from place to say that man. I see you, my son.
Okay, man. Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, boss.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Your Honor, I do join from the Ganta City, Mr. David Ganta, Masha.
Yeah, go ahead, Ganta. Go ahead.
But I want to ask somebody, I got multiple. Hello?
Go ahead, I say you live. Okay. You slip off the line, I never cut you off. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. This is Kotiman. I joined by the Gandhi and Central MD District. Well, President, I appreciate you also have a fascinating discussion this afternoon. But firstly, to come to the issue of the construction in Korea, I think government is being clear and very explicit that the president has no involvement into the project within Korea. And I think it is incumbent upon journalists not to sit on the media to make statements that will incite the people against government.
No, but hello?
Yeah, hello.
You got comprehension problem.
What?
I stated the reason why I made it. No, don't say something. I said something. So when you're addressing my point, you say, I made a personal opinion on this. I said something. Then you can't touch everything. Then you instructing generally. You got comprehension problem. That's why I see you.
Alright, sorry. I take it back.
You never heard the minister of state when he appeared before the Senate when they asked him the question.
Yeah, I made the minister.
Then what did I say?
But okay,
Don't do that. Then you want to incite. That's why I said before you come back on the show, please sit back and listen. You got a lot of time to sit and listen. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I was online when I dropped for the first job. I want to tell you that this government is not better government here. It's not easy government here. So you give stuff to the boss. Not all people now. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, not. Good afternoon.
Yeah, fulfill allow others to partake on the program.
Okay, yeah, very quick, I beg you. I'm not fighting with anybody, but we just want the two things to be said. We know any project in Korea having to do with,
No, but you're still getting it wrong. Hello, Fobi. You actually guys, you got comprehension problem. I said the reason why I made a comment was predicated upon the commitment that the Minister of State made. He said he was after a confirmation, he will now investigate and inform the Senate officially about this thing here. But at the time they were asking him, he had no little knowledge about the entire process. But he will investigate. So we are saying, please investigate and tell us. Because we are not one know. Then somebody say, journalists will go there, if you go and see construction going on, does that mean that you know who do the construction? Oh, okay, thank you. I don't want to people. So even journalists go there and see construction going on, does that mean that know who have the property? Somebody who was close to the president. The chief always told the president saying, I will investigate, I will inform you people about this. Then somebody can say, journalists will go there and go investigate. You think journalists don't make stories? We don't make stories. We report. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, don't even not here. Don't do that to me. Go ahead.
Okay. What the Akara great? The man is frustrated already.
Let me say thanks to all of you on today for joining us on this edition of the program here. Many thanks to you people. I said, yeah, let me just squeeze in this final one. I just squeeze you in for 30 seconds, but I gotta go. Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Agustinus Kepula. Hello.
Good afternoon.
I'm calling from Omega OQ community. Let me tell you something. Even if the president is building a presidential parliament,
I got to go. Many thanks to all of you today. We're talking about the president has submitted 2 companies, 2 institutions account for 8 oil blocks. No Nigerian concerned about that, but they're going accuracy because I can't understand Nigerian people. And sometimes I will say this bluntly. Sometimes I'll suffer the economy. We are say buy. Sure, because Nigerian people got a serious comprehension problem. Nigerian men but you don't understand. You don't comprehend. That's why they have been fooled for over 200 years. Oh, Jesus Christ. I gotta go. I'm not done here.
With the people, but he is not working with the president with visual impairment. So we are appealing to President Bwaka. We don't need Samuel Dean today. We don't need him tomorrow. Because